Okay, we're off on one of our walks. We're going to go get BB from school again. I've got Barkley, who's towing me along. BB got to name him. His name is Barkley. Well, we're here to talk today. And I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to say. So, let's talk about integrity and honesty. How's that for today's talk? It's something that's lacking severely on today's world because a lot of people are just outright selfish. Let's just be honest. See, I'm using that word there. That word some people don't understand. Honesty means you tell the truth. Okay? And telling the truth sometimes is not what people want to do because they have pride. Okay? When you let your pride go on the way, you won't tell the truth. You will lie because you want to keep the appearance that you're something you're not. Take politicians, for example. I think it's stock and trade for them to lie on almost everything that comes along. You know, that's not how I want to be in my life. I don't want to lie. I rarely do. Not to my wife or anyone else. In fact, you start lying to your wife, you're not going to have a wife long unless she's just like you and lies about everything and you get along with that. That's something I don't understand, but there are people out there who do that. See, integrity means you do what you say. And that goes with lying and honesty. If I tell someone I am going to help them on Saturday, I am there to help them on Saturday. Okay? Sometimes a few things get lost in my busy schedule because I'm an extremely busy person. So occasionally I miss something, but if they say something to me, I come and fix it. Okay? Because that's integrity and that's a part of honesty. And believe it or not, people actually do respect you for that, especially in business. I run a small business and I do what I can to be very, very honest in this business. Extremely so. I never overcharge the customers. Usually I undercharge them, to be honest. Okay? I always tried to do as promised there. And because of it, my business is growing and thriving. No one wants to pay for something and get ripped off and get cheated and get lied to. You know, I take Mr. Truck, that's the Ford Ranger that I own, to a mechanic who believes the same way. He rarely overcharges me. He's rarely wrong. And I just got to show you guys something. Some little kid wrote something nice about their family on the sidewalk. But he's rarely wrong. And I feel really comfortable taking my truck to him because he does such a good job of it. And he takes pride in his work. Okay? On the flip side, I've gone to a few businesses here in town where they say anything they want to get you the money from you. And once they get the money, you are basically having to argue with them if something's wrong. And you have to argue a lot to get them to even admit it's wrong and to even start to fix things. That's dishonesty and that's a lack of integrity. Okay? Unfortunately, when you go get a custom home built, you run into an awful lot of lack of integrity and lack of honesty. An awful lot of it. The builder I built our house has been slowly fixing everything on it, so I'm not too upset. They've just saved the major issue for last. And we're going to see how their integrity is on that one pretty soon. Okay? The thing that really upsets me is politicians. People constantly don't hold their politicians. Sorry, I got to switch arms with the dog here. They don't hold their politicians to the same standard that they hold their friends and family to. And that's something we got to stop. And what brings this to mind is Hillary Clinton. You know, I'm not going to pick on many of the others. Donald Trump's a different story right now, but that's like 10 videos wrapped up into one. Mr. Trump is. But Hillary Clinton is getting caught lying right and left right now. The liberal press is shielding her from it. I've actually seen articles saying, you know, that it's perfectly fine for her to have a personal email server for her State Department work that had classified emails on it. You know anything about that? That is not perfectly fine. They're too easy to hack. I'm sure China and Russia had copies of every single email she sent through that server. And this is why you're not supposed to have those at home. Okay, now having said that, she's a front runner in the Democratic parties right now. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why people are willing to vote for someone with no integrity and no honesty. It's maddening. Okay? And why we tolerate that. Another example is Matt Damon. He has no integrity. Recently, he was caught. He's running an HBO show right now. And he was recently caught saying we have diversity in front of the camera, not behind the camera. Now, he's a hardcore liberal. And he's been preaching we need diversity, we need all this other stuff. And he got caught saying we need it only in front of the camera, not behind it. There's no integrity in someone like that. No honesty. Okay? And yet again, this is one of the problems I have with this stuff. Just some shining examples of that, you know? We should be honest in how we treat our fellow man. We should have integrity. Okay? We shouldn't let pride get in our way of that honesty and that integrity. And letting pride get there, that gets you to lie, and eventually you end up with no friends and no happiness in life. And that's not how it works. You can't be like that. So try to be honest in how you deal with your fellow men. Okay? Try to have some integrity and follow your word and do as you say you will do. Try those two things and see how far it'll get you in life. You'll be surprised. It'll get you a lot further than you think. And don't let pride get in your way. Pride, it's a killer. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean you don't let pride get in your way. I mean, you don't have pride in your work. Pride is a good thing when it's a positive emotion. But when it's a negative emotion and you get stubborn when you're wrong, then it's a bad thing. So, you should take pride in yourself, pride in work, but don't let pride get you down. So there's the video for the day. Hope everyone enjoys it.
Hello. You didn't know.